And by the way, the nuclear proliferation in the world is now already big. Bigger than everything we expected, and bigger than everything you might know. It's really unstoppable. You know, this point of no return, we talk about it many times, but it is. We are 2011, we are in the point of no return for the world, in front of nuclear disaster, because now nuclear disasters are going to be more numerous in the near future, because we have more and more power plants. So, of course, we're going to have more and more accidents. And you see that we are still fighting for oil, we are still fighting for energy. So now, even in Iraqi, US soldiers said that they have used uranium round in Iraq. So even now, in this war for oil, they are using radioactive weapon. So, you know, the point of no return is crossed for sure. Now look, you might have asked yourself, why invading Afghanistan? Why invading Iraq? And Bin Laden, he was hidden in Pakistan since 10 years. He was always in Pakistan. Why are we invading Afghanistan and Iraq, but not Pakistan? Pakistan is the friends. They help to make the pipe to take the gas from Afghanistan, and you know, they help to for US airplane to have some stationary place over there. So they are friends, but they hide your enemy. What a friend! Look, you remember the Karachi file a few months ago, where dozens of French engineers were killed in a blast in Pakistan. A dozen of French engineers. What were they doing there in Pakistan? Do you think they took vacation together without their wife and children in Pakistan, and a blast will kill them? No. They were working to nuclear submarine that France sold to Pakistan. We sold them a nuclear submarine, and so we send a nuclear engineer to build nuclear submarine for our big friend Pakistan. It's great. So, but Pakistan already have the nuclear energy, so they must be friends. You understand? Because they have the nuclear energy. So all of those who have the nuclear energy, you know, the coalition must ask them to be friends, because they are afraid of them. And this brings us to Iran. Yes, Afghanistan, Iraq. One country is east and the other is west of Iran. The best place to be now for the coalition, because Iran is producing now uranium and enriched uranium. So they have the nuclear energy. They are producing a new power plant right now. Since more than 10 years, they know, the coalition country knows that Iran will produce the nuclear energy. Why do they care? Tell me, why do they care about Iran having nuclear energy? Of course, Iran will have the nuclear energy. Then they will produce nuclear weapon. But, of course, don't you have nuclear weapon in America? Don't you have nuclear weapons in Europe? Yes, you do. So, you cannot prohibit Iran to do the same. First of all, you can't. But second of all, they won't stop to produce their nuclear weapons and energy. That's it. They won't stop. It's a big country, Iran, you know. More than 200 million people. It's a big, big country. So, they do whatever they want. That's it. Okay. But the problem is not here. The problem is not about Iran having atomic bombs. Even if the president makes some bad speech against Israel. But this is not the problem of the atomic bombs. The problem is Iran, with his nuclear energy, will become the king of Middle East. Yes, because those who are exporting the nuclear energy, Areva France, your company in USA, Japan, TEPCO in TEPCO Japan nuclear industry export in India, you know, they sell only to their friends, to those they are considering their friends. So all of those who are not friends with the coalition, they cannot purchase our nuclear energy. But now, these countries who are not friends with the coalition, they be able to purchase their nuclear energy from Iran. Iran will be the wholesaler of Middle East nuclear energy and probably nuclear weapons. Yes, that's a bad news. But I'm not talking about Iran. It's just the chain reaction. Iran produced the energy, so all the friends of Iran will call them, hey, can you sell us one reactor? Can you sell us 20 pounds of plutonium? Stuff like that. Will they refuse? Will Iran refuse this new business that is opening to him? This new nuclear business who is going to make Iran the king of Middle East, the more influenced country in the Middle East, will they refuse to do such a business? Okay, they won't. We're talking about billions of dollars here. Selling one reactor to Syria, one reactor to Liban, one reactor to Libya, I don't know. Wherever they find friends. This is what the coalition don't want. This is why since 20 years they tell you that Iran is the evil country to prepare you in case they are going to take a military measure against Iran. But this is not going to happen. They can't. Right now they can't. You know, Iran have friends. They have big friends. Russia, China. So, you know, they cannot stop this nuclear proliferation. But anyway, they have sponsorized this business since 40 years. They thought, well, we're going to use the nuclear, we are going to give the nuclear to our friends, and the other country, they're going to die with open mouth, without to eat, without water, without energy, without money. And they thought this will stand for centuries. It already stands. 50 years. It's the end. You know? It's the end. Because now the Middle East got a big country with 3,000 years of history, which is now a producer of nuclear energy, an independent producer. So they can sell it wherever they want. And they will do it, of course, because a lot of money and the power. They will gain the power over the other Middle East country. So that's what the coalition will call a bad news, since the oil countries are in the Middle East. When they will have all their nuclear energy and their nuclear weapons, that will be very difficult to invade them, to store their oil. So this, I will just send a message to Venezuela, you know, Venezuela in South America. Be careful, because when the Middle East will all have their nuclear weapons and that the coalition will not be able to invite them to store their oil, you, Venezuela, will be the last country that they will be able to invite to store your oil. So be prepared. You see, honestly, this what I just said about Iran, it's not to make you afraid anyway. I am not afraid that Iran got atomic bombs. I mean, you know, Iran nuclear bombs doesn't make me more afraid than French nuclear bombs or American nuclear bombs or the Russian. You see the bombs that they have in Russia. They have recorded the biggest bomb. They have them. They test them in New Zembel, in north of New Zembel, you know. This big island. They do all their tests there. So, you know, the bombs from Iran are not more terrific than this one. They are the same. They drop one in one big city and there is no more city, that's it. But this what they wanted to avoid since 10 years to Iran to have this technology. Well, they have not succeeded to prohibit nuclear in Iran. Now Iran produce, and so now Iran will sell. And so we never get out of the nuclear, because the bigger country, they will not give up on nuclear and give the advantage to the other country who are producing it now. So we're never out of nuclear, unless a nuclear holocaust. This is what will free us from nuclear, the day that everything will blow, when people will start to fight together and to send the nuclear weapon, the nuclear bombs, because that's what they are waiting for, you know, that do the first move. The first one who is going to send a nuclear bomb, all the other one, they will be happy, say, okay, let's push the red button now, it's the big day. The big day of the nuclear holocaust. This will be the only way to get out of the nuclear. You'll see, we are going to be slave of the nuclear again until this holocaust happen, until a lot of disaster happen, that a lot of red zone will be in place now in the world, Chernobyl, Fukushima, and the other city, other area. And when we will have a lot of red spot everywhere on the planet, boom! It will make a boom! And everything will be radioactive. No air, no water. We don't even need to die, all of us, under bombs. We don't need bombs now. We just have to wait. That few power plants will blow because they are too old. They will pollute the water. They will pollute the air. And we are all going to die from this. They will not even have the time to push the button to send the bombs. They will send the bombs, you know, the last day. They will say, okay, anyway, we are all dead, so let's do it. Boom, boom, boom. Nuclear fucking holocaust. This is what is coming to us. And it's the only way to get out of nuclear. Look at Russia. They want to make floating power plant. Floating power plant, can you imagine? And they will say what to the people? Look, we are doing a power plant in the sea or in the ocean. So if it blow, it will not affect human health. Yes, but if it blow, it will affect directly the ocean. So we are going to kill water and air. And a lot of countries are developing the nuclear energy. They don't have as much experience as we have, and you see that even with all our experience, modern countries, we cannot stop the radioactivity from Fukushima with all the experience that we have. Imagine one country in North Africa or in the Middle East who will push us a nuclear reactor from Iran. They will help him to build the power plant to install the reactor. Imagine if one problem, the same size as Fukushima, happens there. And they have what? 3-4 years of experience of maintaining power plant. Imagine. Okay? So, find a place to hide and make a plan. You should make a plan. Me, I'm doing a plan right now to find a place where it might be safe in 20 years. Don't think about this week or next week. Think about in 20 years. Where will be the safer place to avoid this fucking nuclear holocaust? We have too much nuclear plant in France, in Europe, in America, in Russia, in China. They will develop more and more. We have too much. When problem will happen there, wow, it will be the holocaust. Without any bomb, our sources of energy that we call a power plant will be enough to kill us all. No need the bombs. It's great. Have a nice day.